Thoughts of you run through my head.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Hadidi Makeovers right here, and this is the very first episode of Makeup Dates with Hadidi. Hope you guys are excited. I'm starting the show right here to invite Northern Ariwa entrepreneurs. Northern is still Ariwa now, yeah. Most especially Northern women entrepreneurs. And today I have here with me Ikram Hassan, who is also known as Evolution Ushers, and she's a very talented woman, an amazing mother who is killing it in the wedding industry. Yeah. I just have the questions here with me. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so I'll be doing her makeup while we discuss and talk about business. Stay tuned. If you've not subscribed, please do. If you're joining us here for the very first time, please subscribe, like, and also comment. And yeah, let's take this short break and we'll be right back. Okay, so Ikram, we are going to be doing your makeup. How do you like your makeup?
I think I prefer my makeup more of nude.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of.
I know I've done your makeup one or twice, so I understand what she wants. She wanted it very mild. She just wants to enhance her own natural beauty. So the first thing I'm going to be asking you now, Ikram, how did you come up with Evolution Ushers?
Well, I started my business 2018, yeah. But before then, I'm actually very passionate with events. So when I was growing up, or after
Okay,
university,
so the Evolution Ushers is about, is it ushering or is it all about event planning?
Yeah, I started with coordination and ushers actually. That was just the main thing I started with because I'm actually passionate with coordinating events. So while growing up, my friends that got married before me, I coordinated a lot of their weddings. I did a whole lot of things.
Ikram, what is Evolution Ushers?
Evolution Ushering Services, it's an ushering agency that provides ushers for events. Yes, and because of the name I gave it, it's all about ushering initially, but then as time went on, I decided to change it into a different.
Okay, so it's
yeah,
more
so
like
it's no longer an ushering agency only. We do a lot of things there now. We have the event planning.
Okay.
We have the security services as well too.
Okay.
Yes, so we do security services, event planning and coordination, and ushering services. So
okay, so it's not. I thought it was all about event planning.
No, yes, event planning, ushers, and
gradually.
Yeah, so it was something that came up in the process of, because I started as an ushering agency to start with, but then as time went on, because the whole idea for me was coordination of events. So I just thought, okay, since I coordinate events, it's something I could also go into and continue since I already have the passion for it. That's for planning events and coordinations, and ushering is like a line with coordination of events. So that's just it.
It's all about coordinating
events. Yeah.
All right. So bouncers. Is that the security go?
Yes, that's the security.
Ushers, ushering in your guests and everything. So you can go check her out on Instagram at Evolution Ushers. I'll be dropping her handle on the screen so that you guys will see whatever it is that you want to see about what she does. Okay, so Ikram, tell me, how did this business start?
Well, it started after my sister's wedding. Like it started like officially, but before then I have done a lot of events with my friends. While my friends got married, I was actually in charge of doing a whole lot of things for them. But during my sister's event, I did a lot of things. I planned the events, I got the vendors, I did the invitation cards, I sorted it out, and I actually had the idea of how I wanted it to go. So I remember I called a friend and I was like, okay, my sister is getting married, I need ushers. And she was like, okay, yes, you have people that can do that for me, but all I need to do is get them an outfit to wear. And I was like, no problem, that's cool. I got outfits, I sewed the outfit for them, I did the cards, I categorized the cards. There was the way I wanted the cards to be, so I did them in colors that time. I did the colors. I gave my mom red cards, which was for her friends. My sister, I gave her purple for her friends. like I just categorized it in colors. And after the event, I remember a lot of people that came for the event. My sister's colleagues were so happy. They were like, they've not been to an event that was so organized. The moment they got to the hall, there were ushers waiting for them there, and they put them to their seats directly. And I had a good review after the event, after my sister's wedding actually.
Wow.
So my sister was like, since you love this thing and it's something you've been doing, all your friends that have gotten married, you've watched how everything was on you, how you ran helter skelter to make sure everything went well. Why don't you start it as a business? Like, you're passionate about it. And that was how we now started to look for the name. We're looking for names,
Because
name
I've never,
suggestions.
it was actually from you that I've seen Arewa weddings using ushers.
Yes.
Or is it in existence before?
Yes, what I observed after I started was there were ushering agencies. There have been ushering agencies actually, but then our northern people, like let me say our Arewa people to be specific, do not even have an idea of what the ushers are all about.
And
In
what
fact,
they do
yes,
in the event.
yes, people always didn't see a reason why they needed ushers at events. It was not important. It was like, what do ushers, what are the duties of ushers? Why do I need ushers when the bride's cousins can actually do it? Is it not just to reserve seats?
Instead of them to have fun at the wedding,
Yes,
they will end up being the one running helter skelter,
exactly.
saying, let me get food for so person, let me get chair for so person. So that's the job of the usher.
Yes, and I think that's what caught the attention of so many people at my sister's wedding, because it was
everybody was
Arewa
having
wedding, like
fun.
my warehouse, and then but then it was like Lagos kind of event. Okay, where you come in, you have ushers taking you there to sit. Those that were at the event, they loved the whole idea, and I got a lot of encouragement. While I started, I had this thing in mind. I wanted to change the whole narrative of where you're having a wedding in your house, your sister is getting married, and you're all running up and
down, helter skelter. You be the one doing everything.
So one thing I try to do is I'll just tell people, when you're having your events, make sure you enjoy the day. Get your ushers, get your coordinators.
The sisters, all of them should enjoy. Go do their makeup, take pictures, and enjoy the event as well.
Yeah,
so everything will be on the ushers.
Yes,
I
and
understand.
Coordinators.
Oh, you have coordinators too.
Yes,
after
ushering and coordination is actually something that goes in line.
Okay, so it's not the same thing as event planning, right?
No, it's not the same thing.
Okay, so
coordination is like a halfway for event planning. We have a lot of clients that come to us and tell us they have their vendors, they plan the event. In fact, they don't even want to give you the credit of telling you planned the event. They'll tell you finish planning the event. We just want somebody to coordinate the event. We want somebody to just take charge of the event day and handle the vendors, because we already have the vendors. So that's where the coordinator comes in. And then as a coordinator, you also need ushers to work with as well. It's not like you can't work alone.
Good idea. So guys, we are back with our questions. So next, now I admire what you do and I want to start this business.
Yes.
What do I need? Do I need capital? Do I need human incentives? Right? What do I need?
Yeah, okay. Let me just talk about how I started mine. Then I'll now talk about how you can start yours. So for me, I didn't really need much capital to save, because when I started, the only thing I needed was the outfits, which was not really much of a capital. In fact, I think with let's say with 20,000 naira, you can start with your first outfit.
20K.
Yes,
wow.
Like you can get your fabrics that will get you outfit for at least 10 people, 10 ushers to say. If that's
not the expensive type of, if you're doing Ankara or material.
For the Ankara, you can look at going for the lowest, let's say 2.5. That's if you want a good fabric. Or if you want a material in the market, there are so many fabrics you can go for. Yeah, so I will just say with 20 to 30,000 naira, like right now with how things are expensive, yeah, conveniently you can start your first outfit. You can have your first outfit, and then again, another thing is most of the ushers that start to work, if you don't even want to do much, you can just tell them to wear a black outfit.
Okay, just plain.
Yes, you can tell them to wear a black outfit. With that, you're not even spending anything to start your business.
Wow, this is amazing.
Yes.
And it's just to get the right people to invest in what you want.
Exactly.
To patronize you, right? Yes, that's the question.
That's the most challenging thing. Getting the clients, getting people to even know what you do. In fact, getting clients that understand that okay, what you do is actually very important and why they need you.
Ushers, yeah.
Yes, it's one of the most challenging things. For me, when I started with doing a whole lot of free events. Not like free events. All I try to do is I try to charge what I can pay those working. Because I cannot call people to work and then I won't pay them. So I try to charge clients as low as what I'll be able to pay the ushers going to work for me, but I end up not getting anything. So I basically do the work for free. I only charge to pay the ushers working for that day. Then that made people look at it as, oh, it's even cheap. In fact, if you're charging me 5K per usher and then I'm taking 10 ushers, that's 50K. It's fair enough. It's something. And then when I tell them, okay, this is what the ushers will be doing, they'll welcome your guests, they'll reserve your seats, they'll make sure all your reservations are not even going to be open until when those are going to come there. And that's what people want. I try to make sure the client pays for the ushers. Like, I just charge them for just
that's when you're
ushers.
Starting.
Yes, when I'm starting. But then again, if I was going to charge normally, I'll charge 15. If I'm looking at, okay, what the company is going to take, that the agency is going to have, and then at the end of the day, what I'm paying myself, is when I started with that idea, I wasn't even looking at what I was going to have in the company or what I was going to even have to myself, pay to myself. So I only look at the charges for what I'll pay the ushers. So if I was paying the ushers 3,000 naira, then I was just going to charge you 3,000 naira per usher. I was even taking the money out for the outfits. I was using my own money to buy the outfit. Like I can do the first event for free, charge them for just ushers only, and then I pay the ushers. For me, that's free because I didn't pay myself to do the work. So after then, the next client that is going to come, because they saw what I did, they would now, when I charge them and I tell them, okay, I charged the previous client 10,000 naira, they'll pay me. Why? Because they saw what we did at the first one.
You've included bridal assistants, I mean?
Yes, the bridal assistant is part of the package for those who take the coordination or event planning,
so that the bride won't stress her friends or her sisters or anybody like that.
Because we've seen a lot of events where the bride is stressed and her friends are also busy trying to look good. They end up not taking care of her. They don't even know where her shoes are, where her jewelries are, what she's wearing. Has she eaten? Does she need anything? The friends are always busy trying to have fun too on the event. So the importance of the bridal assistant is actually something too on its own. That's a different thing to discuss. And that's something that comes specifically with the event planning package. I think every event planner has the bridal assistant in her package.
Oh, okay. Yes. That's for event planning.
Yes. But for me, when you're taking coordination, when you want us to coordinate your events, I also add that to the package because I'm still trying to concentrate on the bride as well, because we don't want a situation where the bride is not going to be organized, and we all know it's the bride that is the most important person in the event, not even the groom. We actually look at the bride more, so the bridal assistant is actually there too. So even if you're taking the coordination package, we give you the bridal assistant. So basically, that's just
it's like you've created your portfolio, and everybody you have everything on camera. You post on your page, and they have something to something to refer your future clients to.
Exactly.
So you see, guys, it's not everything that is about money. If you're building a business, you will lose, guys. You will lose. If you're starting a business, don't look at it as if you are losing. You're actually
in fact, there are some events that I do. The way I present the events or the way I present the ushers, you would think I was paid some kind of like huge amount of money just because of how I present the work and how I go about it. But at the end of the day, if I tell you that I didn't even get one kobo out of it, like I just charged for the ushers, I just charged, but people barely believe it because they're like, how comes you look that good, your ushers were wearing a nice outfit, they even did a lot of things, they worked hard, and you could even see that they did well, how do you even do it? But then that's part of the business packaging strategy because it's not easy taking this kind of work out there, especially the fact that people don't understand the idea of ushers. Still today, we struggle a lot
to explain
with people.
Make them understand.
You have people tell me, It's not just ushers, but I can so to just come and keep seats, and then
2023,
that's all. They're like,
people
it's
are still
not
looking
just,
for
yeah,
stress.
it's not just that. Okay, they'll tell me, don't worry, the cousins will do it. I'll tell them they cannot do it
They cannot.
because they are busy trying to get ready at home. So how would they leave dressing up to come and reserve seats for you? Must have somebody at the venue looking things out for you, like making sure that all these things are going well.
Yeah.
So it's still something that we struggle. People don't understand it. We have to tell them, when you charge, they'll tell you, no, it's too much. So till today, even with the way we charge people, it's a very serious. In fact, I'm still looking at how I'm going to start charging a particular amount, and people just tell me, okay, it's okay. We agree because we know what it is. Something that is hard.
Yeah.
It's something
Don't worry,
hard. When you charge, they'll tell
with
you
time,
it's too
with
much.
time.
But
with time.
alhamdulillah.
So mashallah, that's what we want. Ikram, Evolution Ushers, right? Can you tell us, as a northern woman, somebody might be there now lying down on her bed and watching this video and thinking, oh, I want to start this ushering business. This is a very good idea. But thinking about it now, she's a northerner. You know our culture.
Yeah, true.
So tell me, what's your challenges? What have you faced as a married woman, a mother, and also she's a mother?
Mother of two.
Mother of two. Okay, so tell me, how do you cope with that?
Well, I would say there are some challenges actually, but then for me, I would say it wasn't really much of a challenge. Yeah, especially when I started. When I started, I had my first son, so going for events and then staying up at events till like late hours, because some events don't actually start early. So one of the challenges I have even faced is the timing. But then again, a lot of times I have to be there for the events from the beginning to the end. It was really challenging for me leaving my kids, but for me it was easier because I had my parents supporting me. So mostly I dropped my kids at my mom's place, and it was actually not too stressful for me. And my husband as well didn't have an issue with that. In fact, he picks me up no matter how late it is at the event. So that's a different part of it. But in the business aspect of it, like with colleagues and all that, there are a lot of challenges we face, like getting to know, okay, who you're going to work with or who gets to give you a job. Like for me, as an ushering agency, I need to work with other people.
Like event planners.
Yes, like the event planner. So keeping the relationship with them, making sure, okay, after you do your first job with them, you satisfy them enough for them to come back to you. So that's actually another challenge for me. But I would say so far, alhamdulillah, it's been very good. I've overcome all those things. And another thing, the fact that I'm a female, a lot of people think I'm male, because when I get requests from people, hello sir, good, because
be like,
they
you're a
feel
woman.
Yes, they feel this kind of business is actually
for men,
controlled by men. So mostly when people see me, they don't believe it's me who is the CEO, because are you the CEO? You mean it's you? Where's your boss? And I'm like,
and they'll see with veil and all.
Yes, so that is actually sometimes when I'm going for vendors meeting, depending on the kind of event. If it's a Christian wedding and they call us for vendors meeting, I always try to make sure that, okay, they don't
make them feel comfortable.
Yes, I have to dress to make them feel comfortable. So no matter how I'm dressing,
so
I'm not going to wear trousers. No, I'll still cover up. But when they see me, they look at me and they feel comfortable. That's another challenge, like trying to balance your appearance to people, so that people will not even start thinking, this person is. But then I don't even really care at that aspect of how they look at what I do. But I think the challenges are actually not that much.
So it's not that much. So you lying down there watching this video, hope you subscribe. Please subscribe. Don't forget to like, and also don't forget to comment. Ikram.
Yes.
So tell me, will you say you're the one that started this ushering business here in Kaduna in this way?
Yes, I would say I am, because there are so many things that I have observed from the time I started. And even when I started, I went through some pages. I I checked on Instagram. I asked around if there are people who are doing the same business.
Of course, you have to do
Yeah,
your
yes, and then I
research
saw
and
that
all.
there were people that were doing it, but then the way I was doing mine was not actually the way they were handling their own event, because I wanted to have a business that was going to be very different and stand out. So I did a lot of things, and part of the things I took into consideration when I started was the outfits. I wanted to stand out with that because I noticed how a lot of ushering agencies go with outfits. So I thought to myself, okay, when I have varieties of outfits, I could actually stand out. So I would say I have gone far in the way that I've actually brought a lot of ideas to other ushering agencies that have started before me. It's actually interesting for me because I don't see them as a competition. Honestly, I feel like I'm glad I'm that person that wants
You don't see
that.
anybody as a company because you're already sharing
I
your
honestly
business
don't.
idea with the world
Yeah,
right
I
now.
honestly don't.
So that's a very good thing.
I honestly don't, because it's something I've seen people want to do exactly what we do or how we dress or want to even do better. And for me, I love that part because it's part of business. It's part of business. And if you're actually looking at what I am doing, and if you want to even copy me or you want to do exactly or want to do more, that means I'm doing something right there.
Yeah.
So for me, it's actually something very interesting, and I'm glad. I don't see them. I don't even see anybody that does the same business with me as competition. In fact, most times I want a situation where we're even doing basically the same thing, because the whole idea is for us to make people understand that we are important. Ushers are important at events. So if you're not even doing it right, I might get angry because I feel you're going to spoil the whole business for us
The
who are trying
idea
to do
and
it right.
yeah.
And we have a lot of people depending on us. These ushers are depending on us. So it's our responsibility to even make sure that people out there see it from a different perspective.
No,
So that's
that's
one
good.
thing I try to put the ushers out there as people who are good, who also have a life, who can also do better. Like, just because they are ushers doesn't mean they are
They are just
they are
there.
not good,
They are
because
there.
most of the ushers I have are graduates. Some of them
Wow.
are still in school. So it's not something I take for granted, or it's not something I play around with. And that's one thing that keeps me on my toes.
Do you have any plans of expanding your business?
Yes, in fact, I have already expanded my business, and I started with Abuja. I have my ushers and bouncers in Abuja, and I also go to Abuja to work as a planner or a coordinator. So
Wow.
I do events in Abuja as well, and I am also looking at expanding at some of the northern states, like
Kano?
Kano, Katsina,
Nice.
Sokoto. Yes, those are like part of the main places, Zamfara. I'm looking at that, and
Yes.
then I really hope it's going to be something that would come up soon. Getting an event, it will just start from getting an event in those particular states, and then from there we move on. And because we're still facing the challenges of people not understanding what ushers do, I think Cesar, Harry, and so some people have not even called to say, please, we need
Yeah.
you to come to Kasena, we need you to come to Zamfara. Even though some of these states they do it, but then they don't really use the standard ushers. They just use any kind of
Normal,
ushers. Okay,
yeah.
just come and do this. Or some people even confuse ushers with waiters.
Servers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's also another thing we're trying to put out there to people. Are quite different massacre ushers the waiters. So Shima, it's one thing that is making people not come to us for our services. But then yeah, I'm willing to expand. I have the plans, and we're in Abuja
Inshallah.
already. So
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay.
10:30, no later than drop them drawers. I know what you want. I ask myself, is this shit real? I contemplate about how I feel. But you make it way too hard to think that this could be what you love.
Ikram, I want you to tell me your worst client experience. Let's laugh a little bit.
there was this bride. We did her events. We did extra. In fact, we had a lot of last minutes. She didn't even do a lot of things. It was where we came on board. We gave her ideas of what to do, and we did a lot of things to ensure the wedding went well. And so after the events, it was about payments. She didn't pay complete money before the events. It was
Like
deposit.
she paid a deposit,
Yes,
to book,
she-
to validate
yeah,
her booking.
It was deposit, but then she was all like, we paid balance, and then okay, it was the day for the event. We're like, okay, no problem now. We believe you do that, because she was very free, and you know, everything was going well. We
That's
didn't
how
even
it
think of it.
works.
Yeah. So after the events, we sent her a reminder for payment of balance. Madam was not responding. We sent message. I called the decorator. I was like, Ma, has she paid you your balance? She said, no, she has not paid me balance. Yeah, she's supposed to pay this. It wasn't even only me. That she didn't pay the
Everybody.
balance. So we kept sending her messages. In fact, at the end of the day, she sent us a message and she was telling us how she didn't like what we did for her. She did not like any of our services.
What?
So because of that, she's not paying us our balance. And we thought she was just saying it. We're like, what is it? How can you tell me you did not like any of what
My work and all.
you know? If you say you don't like what I did, fine, but you cannot say all your vendors
at the same time.
all
it's
your
a lie.
vendors did not even do what they were supposed to do. Like
Mm.
when I saw how everybody gave their extra, and at the end of the day, she blocked us.
What?
She blocked all of us
Up till now.
till today. I think it's like 3 years now. It's like 3 years. She left
Wow.
for Lagos. The bride is not even in Kaduna. She came from Lagos to get married, and after she finished, I followed her up on Instagram. We even tried to talk with her. We all did that, but
She
we
blocked you.
just later let it be, because there wasn't a point. We're going to keep
Following
chasing somebody that will end up blocking you every. It was our money, but then we just left her, and she was starting a new life actually, but she wanted to start it with running away from clients. So
What if she meets you somewhere?
I have been thinking about it too, because I really pray one day I'll see her somewhere. And that's something about life. We will meet somewhere.
You will meet.
We
They
will meet
will come.
somewhere, yes.
Me, I've
Something will
seen some
happen.
of them. Seriously, they will now look like
Normal.
you forgotten. Yes.
They will even make it look like as if it's just normal.
Somebody came and
It
she
passed
felt,
by.
yes, even I came and tell you, you've
Mm.
already forgotten. I had to pinpoint. I said, see, madam, do you remember me? She said, I said, there is 8K you're supposed to balance me. You did not balance me. But auntie, I say, see, man, I'm not the type that holds stock in mind. And she was looking fairer and fatter.
She's chilling.
Wallahi, with my money, my 8K. I felt so bad. Masha, we move.
But
That does not stop us
experience.
from moving, like
Exactly.
growing in our
Exactly.
business, and that should never be a step down for you. That should not be something that you are going to just lose focus or stop doing business because one person or two people have just disappointed you. Then you'll be like, let me stop
Yeah.
this business. No, it doesn't work that way.
You just change your
You
strategy.
just have to keep. God bless you.
change it.
Change your strategy. Maybe before you start, you after collecting payments, validate
Yes.
booking, then you take payments before service.
Yes.
That's just it.
That's how to solve the problem.
Yeah, and most especially if you're working with big money like this and you're working with extra service providers like
Exactly.
the ushers,
you end
let's
up
say you're
going
working
with when
because
you're even
you end
providing-
up losing.
Yes,
You have to pay
yes,
from
yes.
your own
You
money.
have to pay them.
Yeah.
Especially if everything is on you, you're the planner. You know, the vendors are looking up to you.
Yeah.
Some vendors will not even believe that you weren't paid by the client.
Yeah.
They will think you were paid and you're the one holding up the money. So
Yeah.
sometimes you have to even go extra for your client. Those
Yeah.
are the things you even do for your client. You go extra, you make some payments before they even do that.
You do that.
And you assume that they're going to pay you after the event, but some of them, they disappoint you. I have people that till today they've not made payments of what we've done. Yes, I drop them messages when I feel like reminding them. They won't even read your message.
Wow.
They won't read your
That's
message.
bad.
You do extra, you give them what you're supposed to do. You go all the way, but they feel because they are paying you, they have the right
So
to
own you.
Yes.
They feel like they own you.
Yes,
I
so even
understand.
if they are not paying your balance, they feel like they are doing you a favor, or they did you a favor by giving you that job.
So asking for your money, you now be offending them.
Yes,
I
because they are
understand
your
that.
clients. So you're trying to be very
yeah.
careful while even asking
For
while
your
asking for
own
your
money.
balance. It's your money. You work
I
for
understand.
it.
I understand. So we are going to be rounding up this very episode right here. Thank you, Ikram, for coming, but we are not done yet. We want Ikram to tell us, advise us
I will say whatever it is you are doing or whatever business it is you're into, you have to be consistent. I have learned this whole thing of being consistent on my business. From last year, I noticed a lot of things that changed, even from the way I get clients that come up to me, because we were consistent on so many things, like from the fact that okay, we have a lot of jobs coming to us back to back, so that is also another thing, but it's just it comes once in a while. It's just luck. You could get lucky sometimes. You have so consistency. You don't even have to have a client to be consistent. You can keep putting out what you're doing out there for people to see, but be consistent. Disturb people. Sometimes don't
your
lie down
social
and
media,
say,
yes.
I don't have content to post. Create
the content, post it.
Yeah, for me,
Even though
someone
you're
like
spending.
me, okay, we provide ushers. So what I think of doing sometimes is, okay, even if you don't have events, you can just wear our outfits, do a photo shoot, snap pictures, post it out there for people to see.
That
We don't have to go for events.
Remember us.
Yes, we don't have to go for events for people to know that okay, this is what we do. We don't have to be showing what we do at events. We can do it outside. We can create other things. So you have to be very, very creative again. The way things are, social media is now,
social media is the market.
It's now a different
you just
place.
have to be
Yes,
very
and penetrating into
consistent,
that part is a very difficult thing. But then you just don't give up. Keep going and
keep moving,
keep pushing it. Any day you feel like you don't want to do it, just tell yourself you can do it.
You
it's
can
not
take a
easy.
break, actually.
Yes,
you can take a break.
Not easy.
Taking a break is very important.
Yeah.
It helps you navigate
Refresh.
your thinking. Okay, should I start this separately or add this to the business or remove this?
It refreshes your brain.
Yes.
When you're doing too much, just take it slow. Give yourself that break. It's very important.
It's very important.
When you have anything that is affecting you mentally or anything that when you're going, like, don't force it. It's very okay, but then at the end of it, don't just give up. That's just what I'll say.
That's just it. Finally, guys, let's do her hair tie, spray the face so that the makeup stays on, and we'll see you guys after this little break. Okay, so this is the final stage. We are done with our makeup date. This is Ikram. I'm going to be leaving her handle down below as Evolution Ushers. See her face, guys. Hope you loved your makeup.
I really love it. In fact,
okay,
I
know this is how I do your makeup every time. Yes. So she has always been my client since from day one. I've known her for a very long time. So thank you for coming and honoring this invitation. And yeah, guys. So please don't forget to subscribe, like, and also comment. And I hope you guys have learned a lot if you're going to start this business. And yes, she was saying something about a class that she was supposed to take. So tell us more about it.
Yeah. Okay. So we intend to have classes for those who want to go into coordination. But then again, we've done our first class for training of ushers last year. We're going for the second badge this month, hopefully, inshallah. But then for those who want to go into coordination, we're actually going to have a master class, inshallah, for those that want to learn how to be a coordinator. And then from there, you can actually push it to work to going into event planning. Because there's a difference between coordinator and event planning. So I always would advise start with coordination before you jump into event planning, because they are two different
once you know that one,
because a lot of people want to just say I want to be an event planner, but they don't know what to do as an event planner. So we're going to have a masterclass, inshallah, for coordination, and we put it out there on our social media page.
All right, so I'll be leaving her handle down below, her Instagram page, her TikTok page, and also her phone number. This is it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. This is Hadeedee Makeovers right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and also comment. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Hello, stranger. It's been